You may have heard of Exoprimal. It's a new IP coming out from Capcom. They showed a little bit of it on Monday when Capcom did their sort of like showcase thing for the E3 season here. And then just yesterday, they released in what they're calling an extended gameplay preview. And I watched a bit of this, and I was already kind of on the fence about this game in a good way, I guess you could say, because I kind of want to play this game. I can't be the only one out there, right, that saw this and was like, actually, I think this looks kind of fun. Like, I'm not saying this looks like a great game. I'm not saying this looks like it's going to win any awards or, or if this is a top tier AAA title, you know what I'm saying? But this just looks like a lot of fun, like jumping into a level with a bunch of your friends, taking out like what looks like thousands of dinosaurs and using abilities and stuff. I don't know. To me, this just looks like a ton of fun. It looks like a mix of, do you remember the series Lost Planet that Capcom used to put out back when? It looks like they took that idea and mixed it with like Overwatch and Left 4 Dead and a few other things in there. So I figured we'd watch a bit of the gameplay here. We got almost a 16-minute gamplaypreview here. I don't think we're going to watch the whole thing. I might skip around a bit. But I figured we'd jump in and watch at least a little bit of this because I want to convince you guys that this game actually looks kind of fun. Like, turn off your critique brains here. Your critique caps, we'll call them. Forget that this is supposed to be a AAA title. Think of it as a dumb action film, and I think you're going to get a lot more out of it. So they have this big guy with the mask called Leviathan. And I think this is the number one thing that makes this game work, at least for me, in a sense, is that it takes itself super, super seriously, which is what I think a lot of Japanese developers do really well is when they're doing something goofy, they're really, really good at taking it super seriously. You know what I mean? Like, you look at some of the craziness in, like, Metal Gear Solid, and, you're just like, wow, how are the characters taking this zany thing so seriously? But they do, and it's what makes it work. It's what makes old B-movies work. It's what makes old silly, popcorn action flicks work. It's that the fact that the characters take what they're doing so seriously. And one-liners, of course. Can't forget the one-liners. So here you go. You got your teams, joined up together here. They got these gigantic exosuits on. Get gigantic guns. Everybody's running together. Initiating dinosaur cull mission. So some of these things that they talk about with the dinosaurs is just silly, but my favorite thing about this is you just see the dinosaurs like pouring out and coming after you. They just spawn out of nowhere, and you're killing like what feels like thousands of raptors at once. When they showed off the gameplay on Monday, when they showed off the trailer, I was just watching it like my jaw kind of agape kind of dropped because I was just like, I know that the performance that they're showing right now is taking a hit, but there are literally like 1,000 raptors on screen right now that they're shooting at. Like, look at this. Absolutely ridiculous, and it's so funny. So here you go, using up some of the abilities. You got the gun. So this character here looks like he's more of just a straight shooter, using different guns, throwing out grenades. You see that one of the other characters there has a shield. There we go, throws a grenade out. And they're actually going to jump around to the different characters here to show off their abilities too, which is kind of cool. Alright, so we're watching one of the other characters now, still destroying a gigantic horde of raptors here, but you can see this guy's got more of like a electrical charge thing going on, almost like, using spells or something like that, right? Just electrocuting these raptors left and right. So yeah, I brought up Lost Planet earlier. This definitely looks like they combine Lost Planet with Monster Hunter and Overwatch and Left 4 Dead. Like, those are the games I'm kind of thinking of here. And it just, in my opinion, looks so super silly by also being, like, super serious at the same time. Like, these characters, they're saying hoorah and, like, frag out and all this other stuff here. I kind of like this character they're showing off here. He's big, and then he throws shields out. Very much like, Reinhardt from Overwatch here. Which it has to be where they kind of were inspired by this. But this guy's very shield-oriented, but I like this. He's like, okay, we are now initiating a Triceratops. This gigantic, evil-looking Triceratops with red eyes. But yeah, I feel like if you are into, like, Earth Defense Force, which is another one that's really good at that, like, the characters in the game take it super seriously, but you're taking out bugs and everything like that, This looks like it's along those kind of lines, you know. It's falling into that same idea and that same genre of game. Look at these big arms this guy like throws around here. I'm assuming that's got to be a taunt. Yeah. So he throws the taunt on, then he throws the shield on. He takes the hits from the dinosaurs from the while the DPS does their thing. Shield's broken, so now it's got to charge back up. So you can kind of see the dynamics of the team here too, which is interesting that they're leaning that hard into team dynamics. You know, that they literally have like a guy who taunts the Triceratops, you know, to take damage off. I really thought that that stuff was kind of falling by the wayside nowadays. Now that MMOs have been kind of out, you know, the team structure of like having a tank that actually taunts and takes hits and stuff like that, you know, from enemies. You know, I thought a lot of that stuff was going away. In favor of, you know, having all the characters be able to do everything, like your own tank, you're your own healer. That kind of, a lot of games have kind of seem to go that way. So it looks like they're kind of going a little bit more old school with this, which is interesting. So I wanted to jump ahead to this dude here. It looks like this one is kind of got like a sniper thing going on here, and this is where we're actually going to see some of the T-Rex action too. Look how big this T-Rex is jumping out here. Just absolutely ridiculous and really, really funny. See it with the red eyes and everything. They're making the dinosaurs so evil in this. But you kind of got some melee stuff going on here. Oh, and we're back to the shield guy. We didn't get to see the blue guy much at all. You get to see more of him in a moment here. But yeah, you got all the ads with the raptors coming after you too. I mean, this is kind of what you expect from, like, you know, this type of like. Oh man, it's almost like he's getting stun locked there. But it's what you would expect from this type of game. You know, you get the big bad coming after you. Oh, you went down. You gotta wait for a respawn. You got the big bad rolling around. You got the raptor ads rolling around. Oh, and he's gonna res his buddy here. Okay, so you got the ability to bring your friends back up, which is always good. This T-Rex looks like he can take some punishment here, huh? I made him angry. Good, see, good one-liners and stuff. Feels like a real dumb action flick. I like it. There we go. Dinosaur's done. It's kind of dark though that they're using the word cull for everything. They're culling the dinosaurs. They want to eradicate all of them. Where are these dinosaurs from? That's what I want to know. Like, are they from space? Are they zooming in from Mars or something like that? Like they have these black holes show up, and then the dinosaurs pop in. I'm just wondering, like, what is going on here? So you say this is a superior dinosaur. Let's see what kind of thing we're dealing with here. What is this?
Raptor Super Swarm incoming. If you are unable to...
Raptor Super Swarm, as if the swarms weren't big enough already. And I like that the main guy's like, yeah, good luck. Ooh, is that a good idea to pop out of that?
Use Zephyr to quickly meet the enemy in melee combat.
Just try and stop.
Oh, so it looks like anybody can change into whatever suit they want. Okay, I did not know that before. Look at the amount of dinosaurs on screen. This is what I was talking about here, guys, at the beginning. Look at this. This is insane. So like I said, I'm not saying that this game looks like it's going to win Game of the Year or anything like that, but I'm really interested in checking out these fights with all of these monsters. I mean, look, you're swinging your swords, and look how many are on screen. It's insane. That alone is something I want to do. Just like swing my swords around and just not hit anything but raptors. Like, insane. I love it. The only thing I've seen so far that I wasn't a big fan of, though, was watching the shielded guy kind of get stun locked there by the dinosaur. Like, it looked like he couldn't get up and react to what was happening around him, which kind of sucks, right? Nobody likes that feeling of being stun locked. Now, it looks like this character in the blue armor also throws up these walls. So it's less a shield and more a wall that the dinosaurs can't penetrate, I guess. So that's kind of interesting. That's the end of that fight. Okay, so the lightning dude could also heal. Okay. So that's your healer there. So, you know, typical. You got your tank, you got your healer, you got your 2 DPS classes. And it looks like we have an escort quest to take a data key somewhere. Oh, yep, doing the whole escort thing. And this is like the payload thing that they've done in Team Fortress in Overwatch for the longest time, right? But that's kind of cool. They're adding it to like a PvE type of style of game here, though. I would really, really be into playing this online with some friends for sure. Escort the thing. The question I have, though, is how many can you play online with? It looks like this is a team of 5 right now. But how many can you have altogether? What is the max amount of online people? That's what I want to know. I'm sure that it scales up. You know, the more people you have, the harder it is. So I wonder if you can have like 8 dudes in there and there's just like even more dinosaurs coming after you. That would be fun. Okay, so I didn't realize this. They're fighting the Triceratops here while trying to escort the cube, the data cube or data key, whatever it's called. And the guy mentioned the enemy team is on the offensive, fight back. So enemy team, like, are we literally like doing a 5v5 but also have dinosaurs here? Because I didn't realize that this was actually like, I thought this was PvE. They were trying to get something there while they were fighting off dinosaurs, but you're fighting off dinosaurs while also fighting off the other team. So this is even more crazy than I thought it was. The data key is badly damaged. So I guess like the other team can show up and they could like do some damage to your key if they so feel, right? Crazy. I didn't even realize that that was what was going on. And here we go. We got a shootout going on between both teams. So yes, this confirms the enemy team. There they are right there. So that you're racing to get your payload there. Who will get it there first? That's the question. Now this guy's trying to do damage, but you gotta stick with your cube, man. You gotta push it through. Push it through, man. But yeah, I mean, guys, you can't argue with me too much. Like, even if you feel like some of this game looks a little bit stiff, you know, like what Capcom does with like the Monster Hunter series and stuff, you think that the combat looks a little stiff. I don't know, man. I think this looks like a lot of fun. Wow, look at these ultimates. These ultimates are pretty cool.
Consider directly attacking on the exoplanet.
I'm wondering who's gonna make it here. Blue's super close. There it is. Blue team takes it. Well, there you go, everybody. That is Exoprimal coming in 2023. And I gotta say, I might be in the minority here, like I said at the beginning, but I think this looks pretty fun. I think that this looks like a fun, dumb action film with dinosaurs and actually has like PvP elements there with like a payload type of mode there, which I didn't expect. I didn't know that was in there. I thought this was just you and your team versus dinosaurs. But regardless, like, I don't know, guys. I think this looks fun. I like I said, I don't think this is going to win Game of the Year or anything like that. Like, but this just looks like one of those games that's just going to be fun to play when it comes out, you know? But hey, like I said, let me know. Am I in the minority? Am I crazy for thinking this looks fun? Let me know in the comments. Hey, are you looking forward to it? You can let me know that too. But hey, everybody, thanks for watching. And of course, I'll see you all in the next one.